IEBC preparedness. IEBC preparedness for elections. And I do write things here sometimes for my remembrance. And it is about myself being vindicated. Sometime back I told us I've given more than 2 dozens, let me just say dozens of prophecies to one IEBC. And if Ethicon would have been God-fearing, would have bothered to at least align himself with some of the counsels I've given to the IEBC. The office that Ethicon, if you want to know who is Ethicon, you can Google. You can Google and find is Ethicon. What is Ethicon? It is a name. A name of who? A name of one that has replaced the office that previously was occupied by Samuel Kivuitu, the late, and also Chebukati, the late, and Isaac Hassan, who is actually surviving, and now we have Ethicon. So that's the office. Now, this is an office that is very funny. I mean, it's an office that I want to say that it's not a very good office. It's a deadly office. It's an office that claims it eats the occupants. And many times the occupants of that office get themselves manipulated into doing things that the office, doing things that the nation does not expect. And so many bearers of that office, which is chairman of IEBC, many times the office bearers are puppets. Puppets. Kiswahili nasema ni karagozi, kikaragozi. That means you play by the whims of the president. Or you play by the whims of the political class. So there's not much change that Ethicon shall bring. It'll just be like the other ones the way they were. Because that office is never independent. It is dependent. And I've warned about Kenya's IEBC and our preparedness for elections. And as I have told you before, and I still repeat today, we as Kenyans are not ready for 2027 polls. We are not ready. And the IEBC is not ready either. And Kenya's political class are not ready either. But the government is prepared. The results that IEBC have given previously when elections are held have never been in favor of an opposition candidate. They'll always favor the incumbent. And so please, Kenya, expect the same results. Expect the same results. So they all allow by-election that I'm not so sure the date. I don't know. But I know it's somewhere around the corner. Please, they all allow whether it has been done or is being done, the elections. Mad with violence and bribery and all manner of tricks and hooliganism and, thuggery and all that. Please, the system is the same. What you see in all Kalau is what actually is like a curtain raiser for what you want to expect for 2027 polls. And I say for what you want to. Or maybe let me just say it in proper English, what you should expect. And I've told her that Kenya will have the worst of chaos and that the elections might not happen. And so going by the All Kalau by-election where IEBC is toothless, cannot back, and it's just a wimp. the same IEBC, expect it to be the same wimp, weakling, toothless plus backless. They are just there. And somebody, believe me, I told you that the so-called IEBC biometric kits, they have not been replaced. They have not been replaced and they have not been reconfigured. Meaning that the same multi-practices that were done earlier that corrupted that system, they are still there. And Kenyans know this one, and that's why I say the political class that are here today, maybe they are young and they sound vibrant. But I say you may not be as witty as Raila Odinga, the late, was witty. Raila Odinga was a politician par excellence. But you know what? The system cheated him because he did not want to mar himself with crookedness. Maybe Raila Odinga ought to have been a bit crooked. He would have gotten his way. But because he wants to remain Mr. Clean, Pwagu akampata pwaguzi. So him being Mr. Clean, he found others that they have no respect for cleanliness, righteousness, and being democratic. So if Raila Odinga was cheated, and not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 times, they were talking about 5. Tell these other current politicians, you just prepare to remain in the opposition. Maybe. So, going by what is going on, what is actually befalling all Kalau, you can imagine for yourself the national election, national polls. That's just a constituency. Now imagine when we are having more than 300 constituencies. Are they 310 or so? Are they 300 or 350? Now, this is a very funny republic nowadays. Imagine if they can't manage one, and only one gives them so much headache, and there's actually, it's mad with violence and voter bribery and stealing, and the courts are there watching. You can imagine for yourself. You can imagine for yourself. So I'm vindicated. What I told you before, today IEBC is proved like they were never prepared always, and they'll not be prepared at any given time. So going by that one, I want to submit to us that 2027 polls, which are just a few months away, mathematically, is a time bomb. It is a time bomb. And I've said about this time bomb before. In a vision of the Lord, there was like a bomb over the Republic Kenya, something that will actually eventually explode. So it was that Kenya will explode at some point. And I prophetically, with the prophetic eyes, I see Kenya exploding this 2027. And I said before that events between 2026 and run into 2027 might complicate the polls so much that Kenya will not have the polls. So if Kenya will have the polls, then the aftermath will be unbearable. Which I say, well, it will be unbearable because the purported polls will not be credible polls because IEBC lacks mechanisms to conduct credible polls. So those polls will be disputed if at all they are held. And so what will the government do? The system already has given you the president. The system, IEBC system, has already given you the president. And that's how Nairobi had got themselves with this man called who? Former governor is called who? There's a former governor called Sonko. And all of us know, if you look at Sonko really, can Sonko really hold up? Can Sonko hold a public office? And when God actually gets to be like, finds a nation detestable, He'll give you children and babies to be your leaders. And that's Isaiah 3 and verses number 4. So Isaiah chapter 3, and I remember sharing for you this prophecy. And I'll give children to be their princes, and babies shall rule over them. And that's happened to Kenya. You are given babies and children, right from the presidency to the bottom. It's not really age. It's a matter of actually being fit in the office. So the system around that time hatched funny governors, funny MPs, and those who will have been like fit for the office were actually like thrown out. And so he had a person that are rejects. And that's why Nairobi it is there it is today. You walk in Nairobi, sometimes you wonder, some part of Nairobi look like the city. Some parts of Nairobi you wonder, is not really attractive as it should be. That's because of the IEBC system that was played into rejecting. And it was actually like well fed with names and persons that should have presidency, should have governorship, should have elective positions. And this time round, something is going to be happening, and the nation will riot. The nation will actually explode. It will be violent. And going by criminality and hooliganism and goonism that already is loaded, there are those who are just waiting to take advantage of how to steal, how to maim, how to kill, how to rob, how to take advantage of the situation. And I'll just say, maybe we give credit to the Church of Kenya that actually told you this system was blessed of God. So give credit to the Church of Kenya, church clergy, they told you, this is the government that is most anointed of God. I say, Mwatafute mwaulize, who anointed the government? So there'll be explosion. And that's how Kenya is on the brink of chaos and anarchy. And I say, call off the polls. Let's forego the polls. There should not be polls. Kenya will suffer more losses than even money they want to put in the polls. Suspend the polls and let there be proper talking and organization. Otherwise, right now, the same IEBC kits will actually favor the incumbent. I said last time, buy a new IEBC kits, change the system, and let the opposition personalities also be involved in vetting the commissioners, confirming these kits that they are well programmed and will only be used when the elections begin. And which might not be possible, because as we speak right now, Kenya is out of time. So you're going to the polls with the same things, and that is if something does not happen between now and next year. But between right now, because this is actually July, and next July, nchi ya Kenya itakuwa na matata. Nchi ya Kenya itakumbwa na matata. Well, let the wise interpret.